You see conversations like Gen Zers are getting fired at a very high rate from work because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to behave in a corporate environment. They don't want to do what you have to do. And look, I applaud them for wanting to change things. We all know that the corporate work-life balance is not existent. We are not treated well. We are expected to go above and beyond for literally nothing. We have toxic bosses, we have toxic coworkers, we are fed a bunch of crap. As Gen Xers, like we tried to push back, but eventually you kind of just like, this is what it is. I'm going to try to change what I can, or I'm just going to get through the day. My motivation is to get money for retirement at 401k and to be able to pay my bills. If you ask a lot of people our age, like, are you happy in your job? Most people are going to say no. And we all know why. But at the same time, like, Gen Z doesn't seem to get that you kind of do have to pay your dues. And if you want to change things, you have to do it the right way and slowly. And they're not willing to do that. They don't get that you have to show up on time for work. They don't realize that you don't take personal calls all the time, or you should do it in a way that's sneaky, right? You text or whatever. We used to use AIM. We all hate email, but it's part of work, and that's how you communicate. And if you're not going to do that, then things aren't going to get done. If you have deadlines, you need to keep them. If you're struggling, you need to say something. And I just think we're not teaching these kids like how to respect authority, like how to function in an adult world. So I do think it is part of the older generation's problems. But I also think Gen Z is unwilling, some of them, I'm not going to say every one of them, to adapt and then figure out a way to ask for help, to put an initiative, to try to make changes. They just don't want to do it. And bosses are sick and tired of it. But at the same time, if you're hiring Gen Z and you're noticing they're struggling, then maybe you need to take a step back and think about how we can help them. If we don't help the younger generations adapt to the corporate world and then also allow them to make changes, we're going to have a huge problem.